Good morning.
Una preoccupazione che ovviamente non pretendevo di trovare chiarita all'interno del documento riguarda l'ipotesi di spacchettamento dei fondi dell'agricoltura. Noi riteniamo che l'agricoltura abbia necessità di stabilizzare le sue risorse sia per l'aspetto di produzione di cibo sia per l'aspetto di garanzia di custodia del territorio, indispensabile il ruolo degli agricoltori in questo senso, e aggiungo che condivido le preoccupazioni sull'utilizzo dell'acqua, sulla demonizzazione e criminalizzazione di alcuni prodotti europei che fanno più danni di qualsiasi dazio o tariffa. Per esempio la criminalizzazione del vino, che viene definito esclusivamente per la percentuale alcolica e non invece come prodotto complesso. Sarebbe un segnale importante da parte dell'Irlanda a ripensare la scelta delle etichette allarmistiche su alcuni prodotti, non perché non vogliamo etichette, noi le vogliamo informative, devono essere più chiare possibile. Il risultato tedesco, in particolare quello dell'Union, è un risultato positivo dal nostro punto di vista, perché vede un governo che non ha più una guida a sinistra, che mette in condizione di voltare pagina anche su tanti temi concreti che devono vedere l'Unione Europea più forte e non più debole.
I expect close cooperation with the new German government. So German people have made their choice, and now they need to put together the government. And I hope that they do it as fast as possible, because we really need to move on with the decisions also on the European level that requires German participation. If to look at the messages that come from the United States, then it's clear that the Russian narrative is there very strongly represented. It is imperative that we now move towards a second phase. Ministers today stressed that there can be no other solution than the two-state solution. We support the Palestinian Authority and its return to Gaza. We support the return of every displaced Palestinian for whom Gaza is their home.
And it's very clear that unless Russia demonstrates by facts the true willingness to achieve a lasting and just peace agreement, we will increase punitive sanctions against Russia. So the precondition is, first we have to see that there's action on the side of Russia towards a just and lasting peace agreement. I really appreciate the political will that is there. I would even say Ukraine, merits-based process, if they continue at that speed and at that quality, perhaps they could be earlier than 2030.
It's very impressive what Ukraine is making, because in fact Ukraine are writing a new playbook how to make reforms at war times.
Israeli-EU relations must not be held hostage to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This approach will not give the European Union a strong and influential position, quite the opposite.
Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. They get their money back.
No, in fact, to be frank, we paid 60% of the total default, and it was through, like the US, loans, guarantee, grants, and we provided real money, to be clear.
This is really here about cooperation with Ukraine and not about any sort of competition with the US. During yesterday's college visit to Kiev, indeed, EVP Séjourné met with his Ukrainian counterparts, and he reaffirmed our commitment to implement this Memorandum of Understanding and accelerating the work to strengthen our mutually beneficial partnership.
L'Europe sait se réformer également, sans tronçonneuse, mais avec des hommes et des femmes compétentes que nous présentons aujourd'hui. Et c'est un engagement fort pour une production industrielle made in Europe durable et compétitive. L'attente est forte, c'est confirmé par chaque visite de site industriel que nous faisons toutes les semaines depuis ce début de mandat. Et en un mot, il faut donc produire plus, il faut produire mieux. Et produire mieux, ça veut dire produire décarboné et produire européen.
Simplification is about making sure that EU rules help deliver rather than impede the achievement of our economic, social, environmental and security goals. Today, the College proposed making taxonomy reporting more proportionate, proposing that only very large companies, meaning about 1,000 employees and 450 million euros in turnover, are required to report every year on their taxonomy alignment. So this amendment will free more than 80% of companies from compulsory taxonomy reporting.
For some political positions, you have to swear an oath on the Bible when you get the position. In the European Commission, I had to swear on the Draghi report. Already in 1 year, so this year, 2025, we can save 45 billion euros. That will increase progressively towards 2030, where we will save 130 billion euros at least every year. In 2040, that year is doubled again to 260 billion euros annually. All in all, between now and 2040, we have the potential to save 2.5 trillion euros, equaling 1.2% of our GDP.
We believe that the European Union, since its foundation, has been a boon for the United States. Why do I say that? By creating a large and integrated single market, the EU has facilitated trade, reduced costs for EU exporters and harmonised standards and regulations across all our member states. As a result, US investments in Europe are highly profitable.
Oui, c'est techniquement possible de mettre des tarifs sur des exportations d'un pays ou d'autres.
We could do so much more by improving market access and tackling the barriers to trade. And I believe this can be a launch pad to strengthen cooperation in key sectors. We can create a real advantage for ourselves in today's competitive global economy. All of this makes us natural and long-standing partners as we start our third decade of the strategic partnership.